Alright, what's up guys? It's been a minute. I hope everyone is doing great. As for me, I have never been better. I didn't really upload anything for a month or so because I have been dealing with work, but here we are. A new season, the final season of Chapter 6. How is everyone liking it? I hope everyone is enjoying it as much as I am. I will say this much, this is the most exciting and fun season of this chapter, but it is also the most unbalanced one. We'll go over that in the second half of this video. But enough of intros, let's talk about how I play solos this season. First of all, let's talk about drop spots. If you know me, you know by now, I prioritize the speed of getting to full HP and I prioritize having a car. But I have made an exception to that rule, because this season we need to prioritize getting the search medallion at the POI called the Hive over anything else, because it makes us the fastest moving individual in the whole game. In order to do this, I have chosen this square over here as my main drop area because it has 2 guaranteed slurp trucks and a total of 8 potential Hive stashes, which essentially are legendary chests. This means you will be able to have essentially the best starting loot in the game in below 1 minute. My preferred route is to drop at the slurp trucks, open the 2 Hive stashes, take the geyser over to the Hive stash at the north, and then head over to the Hive. But if you're short on time, you can just head over to the Hive straight away. After I get to the Hive, my focus is to check the surrounding areas for enemies. Now I can guarantee you there is almost always someone hiding on the top of these 2 towers, just waiting for you to finish the boss and steal the medallion, so always do be aware of this. If you have visual audio on, do note that all the bugs and bosses in the game will never make footstep sounds, so if you do see a footstep visual audio, it is definitely an enemy player, so drop everything you do and attack the player straight away. Next, let's talk about taking down the boss. You can use your normal guns and shoot the boss down, but this won't be as effective as using the bug blaster and aiming for the throat of the boss. Charged attacks do way more damage than the normal shots, so if you're alone in the POI, definitely make sure to use this mode of attack. Once I get the Surge Medallion, I try to go over to Demon's Debris to get the Springleg Medallion. A medallion that gives you double jump, with the second jump giving you fall damage immunity too. However, if the medal has been taken, then we will need to fight someone for it, so let's talk about my preferred loadout for this season. My first weapon slot will always go to the Wrecker Revolver. Do you know the strongest shotgun in the history of Fortnite, the Gatekeeper shotgun? Now give it a 6-round magazine, give it the range of a Ranger shotgun, then give it a double pump timer bypass because it is technically a revolver. And that is the Wrecker Revolver. Now since this revolver bypasses the shotgun 1.5 seconds delay, my second weapon slot will also be a Wrecker Revolver or any shotgun that I can find at that particular time. This will of course be swapped out to any Wrecker Revolvers or Sentinel Pump shotguns I can find later in the game, depending on the rarity of it. My third weapon slot will be dedicated to the OXR rifle or the Hammer Assault rifle, again depending on the rarity. My fourth weapon slot will be movement items, jump pads, shockwave grenades, and shockwave launchers. And my final weapon slot will be heals. Once I have my weapon loadout sorted out, I will track down the holder of the Springleg Medallion and attempt to fight. Now one thing you guys should always be aware of when fighting the holder of this medallion is they are almost 100% ready to double jump and launch missiles onto you with the Storm Strike rocket launcher. This is the most broken launcher in the history of Fortnite. A purple one causes 200 HP damage and a gold one causes 250 HP damage with every shot using only 1 rocket ammo. Yes, you heard that right. 6 missiles using 1 ammo to cause 200 HP damage and above. Now, in order to evade this, you will need to do 2 things. Number 1, never be caught in a bunker. If this happens, you might as well leave the game because there is no way you are evading 6 missiles flying at you. That also causes splash damage. And number 2, whenever you see someone with a Springleg Medallion flying in the air with his Swarm Strike launcher out, shockwave up. Doing this lets you evade their missiles, and once they miss their missiles, they're probably panicking because players like this are usually not the best players. They will panic to reload their missile launchers, and while they panic, you just finish them up with a proper gunfight. It is truly unfortunate that Fortnite lets this tarnish what would otherwise be the best start of a season we have ever had. But it is what it is. I hope Fortnite nerfs these missiles soon, but until that, you will need to use movement to combat this. After you get the Springleg Medallion paired with the Surge Medallion, you essentially have the game to lose. You have the fastest movement in the game, paired with the ability to fly above people's heads. So all you have to do is just destroy everyone that dares to stand in your path. Good luck and have fun. Hope you learned something from this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and comment what your favorite weapon loadout is for this season.